So today we've got one huge box. Feels like I just pre-ordered this stuff a couple days ago, which I did. What the hell is that? Oh, as long as it's everything. Before I start that, I got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It's been fun, but let's take through this. First, we got One Piece Heart of Gold Blu-ray DVD combo pack. Region A only. That is an English dub. I mean, I would expect an English dub, but best not to assume. Now, this is the Heart of Gold Special, which I don't know if it's got any relation to the One Piece Gold film that's obviously right there underneath it. I haven't done any research on it, I just know I have it now. That's about it. This looks like a, what's known as the image on the front, but full. Interesting. Okay. Or maybe fuller, I don't know. So next we have Heart Piece, or One Piece Film Gold. With a sticker, Region A, that looks like an English audio. Yes, it's a Life or Death gamble. Yada yada yada. Let's see, we've got. It's a lot like the other one, you know, pretty straightforward things. Next up, we see the revival of a show that I think has been mostly left alone for a while. Witch Komugi R. If you're not familiar with its history, I'm not 100% certain, but I think there was a previous Nurse Witch Komugi, but then the character who was the Nurse Witch Komugi, I guess, she was a character in it's not Soul Eater, it's Soul Taker, I think it is. And this plastic feels a little tenacious. Anyways, that one, Soul Taker, was interesting. It was, this is Japanese with English subtitles only. It's good to know from the world of the classic OVAs. Oh look, it says right there, and Soul Taker. Is it just me, or is that weird? I don't know. We've got 3 discs. Before we close that, we're going to go to the Blu-ray. First, it's Region A, also subbed. You never know. Sometimes they are surprising. Okay, so first, the first discs have the same image art, which means the second Blu-ray disc will be the same as one of these, and this time that is the last disc. So, I guess that means that the unique one is this one. Not that I recognize that character, but it makes sense if they made a series and they could have expanded the cast. Next up, we got Mobile Suit Gundam 8th MS Team Blu-ray. DVD version also got released, but I have an older copy, and I'm like, I don't know. I haven't heard anything that would make me think I need to get it. Oh look, it's almost like this is got a sticker on the top. 2, 3. And anything from the back? Well, I can see this is a Region A. Audio, OVA series and movie. What? Well, it looks like this is suggesting they are both dubbed, but I didn't think there was a movie version of it or something. So I might have to look into that. We've got Garo Season 2 Part 2. See, this one is Region A. I haven't seen ABs in a while, it seems. English dubbed, which we would want. A lot of black discs. Kind of hard to tell. I see the Blu-ray symbol there. Normally the 2 DVD discs are first. 13 through 19, and it should be 20 or something. 13 through, can't see. Another Blu-ray. It's hard to read it, but that's that. I'm not sure if these technically count as anime. I decided to get them just in case. I mean, they talk about from Studio Ghibli, but I have to look at the history a bit more to know if it technically counts. It looks interesting regardless of, and I couldn't help but think that maybe it is, because it sounds like Studio Ghibli was looking for a specific director to make something with or something, from what little I did read, but I don't know if that's accurate or not, so I just got it just in case. Because worst case, it's not, but it should be just pretty new anyways. It sounds decent. It's just a single DVD disc, to be expected. I'm trying to see if it says anything about a dub. My understanding is that the nature of the movie is such that it probably wouldn't need a dub, maybe. But yeah, I don't know. That's Red Turtle, and then finally we have Grimgar. You know, I have to kind of hold the title at an angle too. This is the limited edition version, and this actually looks interesting, but at the same time, given this setup, it's probably not all of it. Looking at the back, it's a Region A only, and it's English dub. Survival is not a game. Put that there. Okay. Going inside it, we have. I don't see anything here which seems to suggest first of a part or the first season of a show, which makes me wonder if this is all of it. The loose disc. No, I guess it doesn't really make me think of anything. Now, usually these are DVDs first, but this is a Blu-ray first with episodes 1 through 9. Blu-ray 2 is episodes 10 through 12 plus extras. This one is missing some teeth. DVD 1, episodes 1 through 7. And I found the teeth. And then this should be DVD 2. Although it's interesting that the 2 Blu-rays... Where'd the other one go? I literally hear it moving around. I think I see it. Did I drop it? I must have. Oh well. Well, this kind of has a greener thing, so like Blu-rays 1 and 2 were kind of more greenish. 3 or DVD 1 was kind of reddish, so I thought they could have maybe made that seem a little more consistent. I guess this usually says if it's all of it or not. Down here says 12 episodes, which makes me think this isn't all of it, because none of this seems to be saying complete collection. Well, this one's poster plus art cards according to the side of the box here. So we'll take a peek. Worst case, I don't know, what would the worst case be? I've seen a lot of this artwork before on the disc itself. Although having it like this is nice. Pretty. Not exactly postcards, so art cards is probably the right word, I guess, for them. And then this is it, and poster. Let's aim it up and the poster material feels kind of strange. Maybe it's kind of like normal poster material, except that there's like coating of some sort on it, maybe? I don't know. The important thing is, I guess, trying to figure out what I've got, but I'll probably just have to wait until after the recording to take a peek. I guess it might not change whether or not I watch it, because it's a curiosity. Let's see if we can get this in there. See, the trick is, if this was a season 1 or part 1 disc 1, I would assume this would say. What does it say there? Come on, camera, focus. Just a bunch of damn numbers. Oh well. That's this week's anime DVD collection update. I guess I had a lot of zone out time this past week. Just stuff. But anyways, I finished watching Dagashi Kashi. Dagashi, it's on the back here. And it was okay. I'm actually surprised once I went to record on my anime list that I had watched it, that its rating was as low as it was. It didn't have much to necessarily much story-wise to keep you invested, but I thought it was mostly just okay as it went. Maybe a lot of other people have different opinions, I guess. I don't know. At the same time, you learn a bit more about basically Japanese snacks, which isn't a particular field of interest for me, but you know, it's kind of neat to hear some information, and everything else about it was just pleasant, I guess. Good background material, maybe. Otherwise, I decided to start watching Snow White with the Red Hair Season 2. And bits and pieces of Season 1 have come back to me as we've watched it. It's been pretty good. I guess I have to see what's going to happen, because there hasn't been anything about it that's been like as great as the vague things I recall about the first season, which could mean that it's kind of saving up for a season finale of some sort, but at the same time it's kind of not too bad that it is in that situation, because I guess with the first season there is an issue of, I could see people not enjoying it just because it's all about how awesome the main character, red-haired girl person is. But, I mean, kinda. It's not presented in as presumptuous way, but it could probably still come off as that to somebody. Now, I could see... Yeah, I don't know. I just have to see how this finishes. Otherwise, I guess there's been something... There's a lot of things I'm curious about. I can't catch up on it all, can I? Oh well. Beyond that, let's see, I guess I started watching Scrapped Princess with a friend, and oh, no wonder it sometimes seems to have disappeared. I also have a dash cam, and I've been playing around with pulling footage from it. But yeah, Scrapped Princess, it's really neat to revisit that. He was kind of looking for a fantasy or sci-fi slice of life, and I'm not sure how often those actually are. Especially since when you think of a fantasy slice of life, you really don't necessarily mean medieval, but also fantasy medieval, I guess, is kind of the imagery that's usually brought to mind. And yeah, I don't know. I kind of figured Scrap Princess has this duality going on where the main characters want to settle down at places and just live their life, but for reasons that are the anime itself need to keep moving as well. So I kind of wondered if it had a mix there. Maybe just a tiny bit, I don't know. But it does kind of have that, a little bit of that vibe to it. So maybe it was the right choice, maybe not, I don't know. We're only 5 episodes in. It's me rewatching it and him watching it for the first time, and yeah, going back to it, it's actually pretty good. It's kind of got this thing where the main character is kind of a bitch, I guess, or maybe entitled piece of crap is another way to put it. I don't know. Basically, she's like that, but she also has this introspective side because of the nature of the show, and it's interesting to have that duality, because it means I guess there's still some sympathy for the character even though she's kind of a bleh person. I mean, she's not as bad as a bitch, I guess. She's just entitled and whiny and stuff. Oh well. Hopefully he'll be rewatching more of that here, because I do want to revisit it. It is nice to revisit, but yeah, outside of that, obviously I'm wearing a new shirt. If y'all haven't noticed, it's wrong, because taku is an English word based on a Japanese word. The Japanese word doesn't mean a person who's a fan of anime, it means person who's, or a person who's obsessed with anime, as I think what the shirt says. No, an otaku is just an obsessed nerd, essentially. And so you can have otaku that are focused on a variety of different things. Now, anime otaku or anime culture otaku, those are probably some of the more common, but the word isn't necessarily limited to that, and even if that's the most common example you would experience, which means basically this is actually an English import of the word that means the thing that is either the most common thing in Japan or the thing we associate with the word meaning when we think of it as applied to a Japanese culture context, I guess. Oh well, language is weird like that. But, you know, other than that, it's a weird shirt, I know. And it's fun to go back to Mario Kart 8. There's some part of my brain that was like, yeah, you remember how to drift on these stages. Another part that said, yeah, you had to practice something really harsh in order to get it all to work, but the time trial things, I think. And I'll figure all that crap out later. But for the time being, I guess I should end my update. Y'all have a nice week.